Hello, I've been expecting you. Hi again, today I just really wanted to have a little chat with you in my groovy setup here. I hope you like it. I've been thinking about something quite recently, being last night, and I thought, why not make a video about this? Maybe someone else shares this feeling. So, spoiler alert, it's gonna be about books. If you're not interested in that, then you can move along. But if you do like books, or if you're curious about people who like books, then stick around. So Harry Potter, right? Harry freaking Potter. You know how much I love Harry Potter, and I've always loved it, and I will always love it. And I was looking at it. I have a complete collection thing that I bought for my boyfriend because he never had it physically. And I was looking at it and I was like, oh man, I really want to reread them. Now, I've read them about maybe 10 times on and off for, since I started reading them since I was like 11 or 12. But the last time I've read them was quite a few years ago, and I just had this urge to, man, I want to reread them because I love them so much, and I just felt in that place where I think they would be really good right now. But whenever I think about that, I just cannot let myself do it. And I was thinking about why. So I love reading, I've read all my life, but I took like a 1.5 to 2 year hiatus when I moved here and before, because I was so stressed about this whole thing and settling in and everything. And now I'm at this point where I just want to read as much as I can because I feel like I've missed out on so many amazing books. And not only do I have around 10, maybe 11 books on my shelf right now that I haven't read, but I also have around 500, 600 books on my GoodReads to read list. And so many more, that I haven't even discovered yet that I don't know I want to read. My point is that I cannot justify rereading a series that I've read so much when there's so many more books out there that I can love and I want to experience. And I'm not like one of those booktubers that read fucking 15, 20 books a month. I read pretty slowly, but I like to enjoy myself. And so it takes time to read, and I'd rather spend that time reading new things and discovering new things rather than just, rereading something that, granted, I love very much and I would very much enjoy myself while reading it. It's just, there's a part of me that I just can't get myself to do that. And a part of me always really wanted to, at some point, find another series of books that I can love so much and that mean so much to me. And I think I have. So the series I'm talking about is called The Kingkiller Chronicles. There are only 2 books out so far. There should be 3, and then there's a tiny novella. So it's called The Name of the Wind, the first one. The second one is The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. And honestly, guys, if you haven't read this series, read this series. It's sort of like a high fantasy series, but it's more tied down to the main character, so it's his story instead of being like this, like Game of Thrones, where it's like a huge story following a huge character. It's just about this one guy, but I love it so much. It's fantastic. Another thing I wanted to point out is that I'm sad that I think I'll never be as excited about finding a new series to love as I used to be when I was a child when I discovered Harry Potter. There's something about that childhood innocence where you discover something that you love and you just want to jump around and tell everyone how much you love it and tell everyone, to read that thing so you can talk about it with them. And I don't mean like how a lot of people sort of fake that enthusiasm right now, okay, I might get shit for this, but 14-year-old girls on Tumblr that are oh so excited and they can't even about shows or whatever. I'm not gonna say much about that, but I don't think that's the sort of excitement that I mean. I mean genuine, child sort of excitement that I just can't seem to reproduce now that I'm older. I was only really like that to my boyfriend. I was talking about them so much that I made him read them, and he's the type of person who's never really read anything except Harry Potter when he was younger and growing up. I kept pestering him about reading Kingkiller, and he did, and he adores them now. And I knew he would. Anyone else feel like that? Do you ever feel sad that you'll never feel as excited about something? Not necessarily books, but TV shows or a new hobby or whatever. The way you felt when you were a kid. Yeah, that's just something I had on my mind that I wanted to talk to you about. I really like this sort of chill out chat sort of video. Tell me if you like it, and maybe I can do more of this because I feel a lot of pressure. I don't know why, because no one really watches my videos anymore, but I'm joking. I love you if you watch my videos, because honestly, the viewing rate just like dropped, you know, enormously, and I expected that, but it's still a bit sad to see when I put so much effort into these videos. This is why this sort of video is much more relaxed, and I don't have to spend that much time editing it or planning it or filming it and whatnot, and I feel that there's less pressure and I can just talk about stuff with you. And again, just throwing it out there, if you haven't read this series, do so, especially if you like Harry Potter, because I think you will like these. So yeah, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope I gave you a little bit to think about, maybe. If not, you know, just ignore me. I'll just be here not making videos like I usually am. To be fair though, I have recorded quite a few gameplay videos, it's just that my laptop just nopes when it comes to editing those recordings. Man, when I give him that second layer of audio and webcam footage, it just completely shuts down and does not want to work with me. Anyway, I'll just be here playing Binding of Isaac Rebirth and watching Northernlion play the Binding of Isaac Rebirth, which pretty much has been my life for the past few months or so. Another recommendation, play the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. It's like my favorite game in the whole world right now. It's fantastic. I wanna do a swirly end thingy, but I can't. Oh. Goodbye. I did it! Sort of. Bye. Wait, I was still recording.